Me and Stella slept very well. This thing is awesome. So we are got the table set up, fixing to make us some coffee and make us something to eat, and heard a car drive up, and I want y'all to look who has just shown up.
Well, I've been out to the barn feeding, and I went in the house and I made a couple of muffins and some bacon, and guess what?
Well, good evening, Campfire crew. This is Tony and Stella checking in from the lodge. Stella's got a new haircut. She needed it. Today, we have got a great video for you. We're going to camp tonight, but before we camp, we want to work on the table for the treasure ship, which is the new camper that we bartered for. So I gave you guys a inside view of the treasure ship, and you can see that it doesn't have a kitchen table. So let's make a kitchen table, and I got a great idea. Now, I could buy brackets and all that stuff, but that's not any fun. What's more fun is make your own table and make your own brackets. I've got the table cut out, but I want to do something else for it. That goose means he's going to be part of every video that we ever have. So let's work on the DIY table, and then let's get ready and go camping. Stella, you want to take your new haircut camping? Alright, I want to show you what we've got, or what I've got planned. So I went on Amazon and I found some brackets to mount a 4x4 on. So these are made to put outside or whatever. But if I set one of these brackets down on the floor, then I can set my 4x4 down inside the bracket and then mount my tabletop up on top of the 4x4, because I have another one of these brackets for up top. How brilliant is that? So I can put that bracket up top and then mount my tabletop on top of this bracket and use it for a table. But when I get ready to use it for something other than a table, I just pick the tabletop off, pick the post up out of the floor, lay the post down under the bed, and then take the tabletop and put it back across to use for the bottom of the bed when you lay your cushions out. Did y'all know that in a camper, the table is also a bed? So it'll sleep, I don't know, 1 or 2 people, I guess. I guess as many as you can squeeze on there. But the tabletop lets down and it sits on top of 2 notches, and then you fold all of your cushions out and it makes another bed. Me and Stella may sleep on this bed tonight, but first we want to get the tabletop up. Alright, what y'all think? So we have one bracket mounted to the floor. One bracket is going to be mounted to the table. I hadn't mounted it yet, but it sits up nice. It does a good job. And the post in between the two, the post picks up out of the hole, and I can lay it in the floor down up under the table. I like it. Me and Stella's going to go get us some hardware, and we're going to mount the tabletop to the bottom. So at the end of the day, it will look like this. I'll be able to pick the tabletop up off of the post, pick the post up, and lay it on the floor. Then I can take the tabletop, it sits on a little lip, if I can see the lip. Sits on a small lip. These cushions drag out. The back cushion lays down. That one slides up against it. That one slides up against it. And voila. You got a bed. If you want to have a bed, it's big enough for me and Stella to sleep on, and I think tonight this is where we're going to sleep. Stella, what do you think about sleeping in here? Stella says she's ready. Tonight we are going to camp, and we're going to cook inside the camper. So there's no power out here and there's no water out here, so if we got to do number one, we have to go outside. If you know what number one is, leave me a message down in the comment section. All right, we got the bed ready, looking good. Here's what we're going to have for supper. So the day that I showed you guys the treasure ship, we found some canned goods in one of these closets. So let's go see how bad out of date these canned goods are, if they're out of date. And we're only going to eat what we can find in the treasure ship. And the treasure ship being the camper. Alright, so you know what? I told a lie. I brought a box of Pop-Tarts. So I'm going to eat a Pop-Tart and whatever else I can find in the treasure ship for supper. Stella's already eaten and I hadn't. So let's see what we can find and let's see how old the food is. I'm going to pass on the tomato sauce. Okay. Oh. All right, we have a can of green beans. We have a can of whole kernel corn. We have a can of sweet peas. And we have a can of whole peeled tomatoes. Can you just eat tomatoes, or do you have to heat tomatoes up, or can you eat them out of the can? I don't know. We may have to Google that. Alright, got our pot ready. I brought a can opener with me. So first of all, let's cook us a can of whole kernel corn. I was going to look and see what the date is, but I think I'm going to pass on that. It's probably better to not know. Stella, do you like whole kernel corn? I don't think food in the can goes bad, does it? As long as the can's not dented up or bent. It's probably going to be delicious. Alright, can of corn is on. Now, what about that? Now we got a table and we can sit on the bed and eat from our table. The table's pretty clean. Oh, there's some kind of plate. Hey,
Hey.
come on in.
Well, I just got out of the cow pasture, so I don't know what's on these boots.
But don't track nothing crazy in here.
Or these bibs. A follower sent me these bibs from Udder Tech. They keep me dry when...
Did you say Udder Tech?
Udder Tech, that's the name of them. So,
Okay.
a friend named Jody sent them to me. And
Okay.
they have been a lifesaver.
What about that?
What are you cooking?
So, I don't know how much you're going to approve of this.
Uh-oh, is it that bad?
Nah, fine.
Is
friend.
it something I would eat?
Yes.
No. Don't try to mess with me now.
So in the cabinet.
Uh-huh. So you found these in the cabinet?
In the cabinet. I'm scared to look at the date. I think I'm just going to cook them. Which one do you think goes better with corn? Green beans or sweet peas?
Sweet peas. Let me look at the date on them.
Don't tell me whatever it is. If they're out of date, I don't want to know. I think you need your out-of-date glasses.
I do need my out-of-date glasses. Oh my God.
They gotta be.
Can I tell you?
No, they gotta be good because they're still in the cabinet. And the can's not bent or dent. It'll be alright.
Tony, it's
fine.
January of 23.
Of 23.
Yeah, that's like 2 years past the day.
I feel like that's just a suggested date. Hey, Kleckler, is that just a suggested date or can I go ahead and eat these?
Okay, so...
You know what Eric's gonna say.
So, Eric, just so you know, I brought my car. I can take you to the emergency room.
Alright, so we're gonna have...
Also,
it smells like peas.
I also have some syringes and needles and some cow medication. So I can always treat that. And I can treat you for the worms if you've got them.
Well, I probably ain't got the worms. We'll go check that fine bed out. Me and Sally's gonna sleep on. Sit down right there on that edge.
Which one is it? Which?
Right here.
This is the bed. It smells better in here.
It does. The Clorox smells about gone. Now it smells more like... I lit a candle. Can y'all see the candle up on the top shelf?
You need a Cog Hill candle.
Up here. So I got a candle lit.
One of them peach ones.
Jason, send me a candle over here, bud. Send me a candle for my camper.
He needs one.
Don't listen to her. She don't know. All right, let me ask you a question.
You're going to ask me a question?
Yes. I wouldn't, but might as well since you're in here.
Okay.
So I found a can of whole tomatoes.
Okay.
It says they're already peeled.
Okay.
So I would have to assume they're pre-cooked.
No, they would be blanched. Like, you don't really... Why do you want to cook tomatoes?
That's what I'm asking. So can I just like eat them out of the can?
Yeah, they're tomatoes. You eat a tomato sandwich, right?
I do.
It's raw.
Okay.
There's nothing cooked about a tomato.
See what the date is on them because that can looks a little faded.
It's so old it don't have a date on it.
Don't tell me. If it's worse than the other one, don't even tell me.
Well, I have to find it.
Okay, so I think that like 3 vegetables would be good. We're going to have a vegetable cast iron supper. Just give them to me. Just give them to me. Don't even worry about it.
2021.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Are you still going to eat this?
Yeah. They in the can. The can's not dented. I don't see it rusty.
Let me call and see.
So if the can's not dented and the can's not rusty, the food's got to be good.
Well, let me call and see what the weight is at the ER tonight.
Is it really 21?
It is really 21.
Show everybody in the camera.
Huh? You can't. You can't see it. It's in that groove right there. Yeah, I can barely see it. It is 21.
21's okay. All right, so we're going to have whole kernel corn. We're going to have English peas. I need to level this camper up.
Wait a minute. When you say we.
Yeah, me and you.
No. No. You and Stella. No, Stella can't eat that old food.
That food's not old. Stella can have a Pop-Tart.
Please. Oh, I know.
How do you like my table?
You brought the Pop-Tarts, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and a Pepsi back there, so I got something to drink and some waters. I brought a half a case of waters in.
Well, yeah. Unfortunately, I have to go and get Otis up.
Okay. Well, we appreciate you stopping by.
Are you gonna camp here tonight?
Yeah.
Okay. You're gonna. Oh,
Can y'all hear the radio?
do you have water here?
Okay.
No, I mean hooked up.
No. We've got bottles of water. So I
So,
got like a half a case of Aquafina.
so you're going to wash your dishes in a half a case of Aquafina.
Wait till I make me some coffee in the morning with some Aquafina.
Good gosh. Are you making the coffee on the stove?
Yeah.
That stove has got it heated up in here too hot. I've got to go get a shower because I'm not sure what those towels put on me this time because
Alright, I think it's probably warm
the
enough.
steers wanted to lick. Is there any juice when you slice a ripe tomato?
Yep.
I love you.
Me and Stella ain't playing. We come to eat.
Y'all come to eat. Okay, well, I'm going to go and let you eat.
Well, you gonna eat supper with me, ain't you?
No.
Chicken.
No, I've got some chicken Alfredo that I'm about to put in the skillet or something.
Big chicken. Alright. I got a fork. I found the fork in the bottom of my box. My camping box. So I know it's good.
Clean?
Huh?
Clean?
It looked pretty clean. I wiped it off. I wiped it off.
You're a real camper, aren't you?
Yeah. If you're gonna be stupid, you gotta be tough. I've always heard that. Alright.
Yeah, that's what I said when I shot the staple through my finger.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, take it over here to the table. Now, you gonna
Wait a minute. Where's the table? Am
Right
I
here.
sitting on it?
It's right here.
Oh, okay.
Well, actually, you are sitting on it, but since I've already got the bed out, I'm gonna leave that table out. And Stella some Aquafina. So are you hanging around for the crispy of supper?
I'm gonna just watch you taste it.
Oh, it's gonna be good. Alright, y'all ready? So it's probably only a couple of years out of date. Probably. I'm sure it's gonna be good, ain't it?
2021. So it's 2025. So that's 4
One of them was
years.
23.
One of them was, yeah, one of them was only 2 years, but one of them was 4 years.
Oh, that's good.
Well, that's proof that you can keep a can of vegetables in a cool, dry, dark place. Did it stay cool in here?
Oh no.
And
It didn't get used for a few years.
yeah. Here's the thing. If I kept those put back in a closet, yeah, I wouldn't be afraid to eat them, for real. But
Well, I feel lost and stuff in there.
because they've been in a hot environment with light, yeah, I just,
Oh, there's a big
there's a bee.
red one hanging about.
Okay. I think that's an old nest. I don't see anything on it. Yeah, I mean, you could have run them out with the heat or something.
Me and Stella's fixing to get him out of here. Oh, that's good. It's hot. Okay, the English peas. How old was the English peas? Oh, we didn't look, did we?
No, you didn't. No, it was the English peas that were 2 years old. We didn't look at the corn. Do you still have the can?
I threw it in the trash can.
Oh, you want me to look?
No. I ain't gonna say it. It's too late now.
Just to see.
Hmm.
You're going to eat that whole thing. I'm going to watch the footage back of it.
Well, I'm gonna eat supper. Maybe put some of it up for later.
Okay.
Right. How about a tomato?
Oh, I got to see you eat those tomatoes, right? They're not too bad, are they?
No, that's good.
They're blanched. Okay. You and Stella have fun tonight.
So how long were the tomatoes out of date? They were the ones from 2021?
They were 4 years, yeah.
If I'm not at work Monday, y'all know why.
I call it in for it. That one's only 2 years old. 2 years past date.
Okay.
So the corn and the peas are 2 years past date, and the tomatoes were 4 years past date.
Again, I feel like that date stamped on that can is just suggested. A good suggested date. They just trying to make you buy more food, and you can eat the food you got. Probably. Now, you sure you don't want some?
Sure.
I got another bottle of water.
They ain't enough water in Coosa River. To make me eat them.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's good.
Okay, I'm going home. I drove my car back here. Oh, okay. Y'all sleep good. I'm gonna get a shower and crash.
We're gonna get up in the morning. I ain't have nothing for breakfast. Hey, we'll cook green beans for breakfast and some coffee. I've got some coffee. Green beans and coffee. Good. It'll be good.
You want me to bring you a sausage biscuit?
Me and Stella's toughing it out.
Well, when you smell breakfast cooking, real breakfast.
Okay. Well, I love you. Be careful.
Y'all have a good night.
You didn't kiss Stella? Stella, I don't know what's wrong with her either. Alright, Campfire Crew. Why are you sitting on the cover? Alright, Campfire Crew. Just Tony and Stella. Checking in. About to check out. Alright, we've had a good supper. Had a 3-vegetable supper with some water and some Diet Pepsi. Stella's had dog treats for supper. She already had her food before we left the house. Y'all can hear the radio playing. That radio's the bomb. I can't believe that the radio still works in this camper. It does a good job. It is very cozy in here. It's very surprising how cozy it is. So me and Stella's gonna kind of sit back, enjoy the evening, watch some YouTube videos, and because even camping you have to watch YouTube videos. Watch some YouTube videos, see what the Cog Hills are doing over there. Our Chestnut Hills farmstead, and see what they got going on. In the morning, we're going to eat a Pop-Tart and make us a pot of coffee for breakfast. So, Stella, you want to tell everybody good night? We'll see y'all in the morning. Me and Stella slept very well. This thing is awesome. So we got the table set up, fixing to make us some coffee and make us something to eat, and heard a car drive up, and I want y'all to look who has just shown up.
Well, I've been out to the barn feeding, and I went in the house and I made a couple of muffins and some bacon, and guess what? So I know, this side's yours, because I know that you don't like crispy bacon like I like crispy bacon. So your bacon is a little bit not crispy as mine. So, but I brought you some butter for your muffins, and I brought me some crispy bacon. So.
All right, let me show y'all what she's got over here. So Catherine brought us some muffins, and she also cooked us some bacon, and she brought us some butter to put on our muffins. So that's a big surprise, because Stella and myself were just about, we got coffee making, but we were just about to drink coffee and have a Pop-Tart for breakfast. So this is a lot better meal.
Something I could travel with.
blueberry muffins and bacon.
Well, these are actually called blueberry cheesecake. I don't know.
Mmm. Very good.
Well, I brought my coffee with me. In your cup.
Well, I got something that'll be ready in just a minute. Alright, Campfire Crew. This Tony and Stella, if y'all can see Stella, and Catherine checking in from the treasure ship. So, we had a good time last night camping. Appreciate y'all coming along. We're fixing to finish eating our breakfast and get the camper cleaned up. And we're going to head back toward the house. We got a lot to do today. So, again, we appreciate y'all watching the video. And, as always, life's an adventure. Don't get caught sitting at home.
You should be out here eating bacon and muffins with me and Tony.
What about Stella?
And Stella.
And Stella. See y'all.